The Berea Farmers Market has never quite had a permanent home, but that could be changing soon, according to Berea Mayor Bruce Fraley. He says that they are in the final stages of deciding whether they will get funding in order to put a new pavilion, which will allow for the farmers market and other live events such as music to happen right on Chestnut Street.
Now available at Soft Shoe in Richmond.
This is a multi-use pavilion, so we would be able to have concerts there, family reunion, or a pop-up market, such as the ones that have been happening lately, which have been very, very popular with our local makers. It's the former Ford auto dealership that's on the corner of Kentucky 21 that is property that the Tourism Commission funds had purchased several years ago. And the funding for it actually has not been fully approved yet. We've applied for a grant through the Governor's Office of Agricultural Policy. And the funds that are used in these grants for these types of projects is called for the Kentucky Agricultural Development Fund. It's a matching grant where half would be paid by the Governor's Office of Agricultural Policy and half would be paid by other sources, including the Tourism Department. This entire project, I want to stress that it is dependent on the City of Berea being approved for this grant. We have to have that in order to be able to proceed.
Mayor Fraley also talked about another potential project, which would rehab the toll building on Chestnut, which will be adjacent to the pavilion and will be the home of Richmond Tourism. They will add meeting space and update offices that are in the current building.
It will be the Berea Welcome and Event Center. We have about 1,800 square feet inside that building. Berea Tourism offices will be in that building eventually, so we see the two complementing each other. We think there's great potential for agro-tourism in Berea, and we see the two going hand in hand and think that they will be mutually beneficial. Also, this is something that has really never happened before because the Berea Farmers Market has never had a permanent home. This would be their permanent home 2 days a week on Tuesdays and Saturdays under their current schedule, but would also be available to the citizens of Berea, businesses in Berea, and for conference and convention space. So the most exciting thing about this entire project has been the level of cooperation and support between the Tourism Commission, the Berea Farmers Market, and the City of Berea. So this is something that I really want to see is several different entities working together for the common good. I think those are the types of things we need to be doing to make our city a better place.
For more stories such as these, be sure to visit Richmond's very own WBONTV.com. I'm Marissa Hempel.